Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'm reading 2 Samuel 23 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, Now these be the last words of David. David the son of Jesse said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel said, The Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The God of Israel said, The rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And he shall be as the light of the morning, when the sun riseth, even a morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with God, yet he hath made with me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation, and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had: the Tachmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino the Eznite. He lifted up his spear against 800 whom he slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword, and the Lord wrought a great victory that day. And the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shammah the son of Agi the Ararite. And the Philistines were gathered together in a troop, where was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chief went down and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in an old, and the garrison of the Philistines were then in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, Oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And the 3 mighty men brake through the host of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. Nevertheless he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto the Lord. And he said, Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives? Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty men. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among 3. And he lifted up his spear against 300, and slew them, and Adhanim among 3. Was he not the most honorable of 3? Therefore he was their captain, howbeit he attained not unto the first 3. And Benaiah the son of Joiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of the pit in time of snow, and he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand. And he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah, the son of Joiada, and had the name among 3 mighty men. He was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not to the first 3, and David set him over his guard. Asahel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shammah the Haradite, Elika the Aradite, Helez the Paltite, Hira the son of Achish the Tekoite, Abiezar the Anathothite, Mebunai the Hushathite, Zalmon the Hahohite, Maharai the Methophathite, Heleb the son of Baina, a Netophathite, Hittai the son of Ribai, out of Gibeah, of the children of Benjamin, Benaiah the Parathonite, Hedai of the brooks of Gaish, Abielbon the Arbathite, Asmaveth the Barumite, Heliabah the Shahalbonite, the sons of Jashen, Jonathan, Shammah the Hararite, Hayyam the son of Sharar the Hararite, Heliphelet the son of Abishai, the son of Mahashathite, Haliam the son of Ahithophel the Gilonite, Hezrai the Carmelite, Pyre, I hope I'm getting these right, Pyre the Arbite, Igal the son of Nathan of Zobah, Benai the Gadite, Zelek the Ammonite, Naharai the Beerothite, armor-bearer to Joab the son of Zuriah, Ira and Athrite, Gareb and Ithrite, Uriah the Hittite, 37 in all. Alright guys, so there's not much in this chapter, okay? First we see where David is glorifying God, where David is actually letting the people know that it is God that actually, in everything, God has established him, and it is God who should establish all other kings that will come after him. That is basically what he was pointing out here in this chapter at the beginning, that it is indeed God who should actually appoint kings to rule over men, and that anyone who is appointed as king ought to be someone who is just and who is God-fearing and walks in the way of God. Okay, and here it also goes to show the mighty men that were with David and how they actually helped him and how they were appointed also to their respective posts. Okay, so nothing much per se here. Okay, but yes, he was recognized. Here David is recognized as the great psalmist. Okay, and it was also told of a time where they were fighting against the Philistines, and the 3 men that David had, 3 valiant men that David had, the first of the valiant men, they went to fetch water within the battle for David. However, when they brought it back to David, David did not drink it, even though he was thirsty. He did not drink it, but he gave it unto God, and they got the victory. Okay, so in everything it shows that. And he also said that basically it's not he gained salvation, he's gained salvation through all that God has done for him, but he also showed that he was not always righteous in his dealings. I don't know if you guys got that, but he also showed that he was not always righteous in his dealings. Okay, but God still established him and he did not bring him to the point where he had originally intended to bring him to, because David had fallen short of the glory of God at some point. Okay, but nonetheless, he was established by God. And guys, that's all I have to say to you all. Okay, all of this is very self-explanatory, nothing is needed. Okay, so guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please remember to share your thoughts, your comments, and your revelations down below in the comment section. Okay guys, and please feel free to hit me up at my IG handle down below in the description box. Okay, alright guys, continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.